On the Capitol Watch now, a ballot initiative bill moving through the State House has many people divided. We first reported this last night on the news at 10. If passed, the process around how an initiative gets on the ballot would change. Our Abby Davis has been following this bill, and Abby, there is a lot of pushback, unsurprisingly.
That's right, and that's because sponsors say that it will make the process more transparent, but people against, like I mentioned yesterday, say it will only make it harder.
This is my handy clipboard here. These are the petitions.
For an initiative Georgia Boatman collects signatures for.
It's important that citizens have choices, and that's why I'm so interested in the open primaries initiative. And I feel like roadblocks that are thrown up to the initiative process are not going to help us do what we need to do.
She's talking about House Bill 652, which passed a House committee Tuesday. The bill adds rules for getting an initiative on the ballot.
I think it's a good transparency step.
If signed into law, the deadline for gathering signatures moves up a month. Organizers would have to turn in signatures to the county clerk monthly instead of the deadline, and there would be an additional 60 days after verification people could take their names off. Bill co-sponsor John Vanderwoude says
It's a stress on the counties to verify all of them all at once, and this just gives it more of a routine. And I think it's helpful for the person gathering signatures because they always say, well, we have to gather so many over what we need in order to make sure, because we know some of them won't be valid. Well, this way you'll know already way ahead of time.
But Boatman says the bill complicates an already complicated process.
It feels like they're trying to throw up so many roadblocks that people will give up.
Former Idaho Supreme Court Chief Justice Jim Jones agrees.
It is a way to put a poison pill into the statute that can be exploited to remove enough signatures so that the initiative does not qualify for the ballot, and there's nothing that the proponents can do to cure it.
He called the bill unconstitutional.
The Idaho Supreme Court ruled in 2021 that the initiative is a fundamental right of the people, and any legislation to restrict it is going to be subject to what the court says, strict scrutiny. That means they better have a darn good reason to move forward with the legislation, and this doesn't.
Several local voter organizations sent me statements against the bill, including Reclaim Idaho. The spokesperson claims the requirements would disenfranchise voters and open the door to fraud. He said it is already extremely difficult for citizens to qualify an initiative for the ballot. This bill would make it even harder for Idahoans to exercise their rights. If this bill becomes law, former Justice Jones says the committee he's a part of, the Committee to Protect and Preserve the Idaho Constitution, will sue. He thinks there's a good chance the courts would rule in their favor because of that 2021 decision that he talked about, Morgan.
Interesting. And what phase is this at again?
So it passed the House.
Okay.
It's going to the, backtrack. It passed a House committee yesterday, so now it's going to the House floor, and depending on what happens there, if it passes there, it would go to the Senate side.
Got it. So it originated in the House.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Abby Davis, thank you so much.